Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Knights fans. We thank you for tuning in as your 2019 CCBC Essex Knights will prepare to defend their Region 20 Division II crown with their first game today against the Garrett Lakers. At this time, we're going to turn things over to the voice of the Cougars, our public address announcer, Bob Peters, as he finishes up with some pregame announcements, and then he will bring you the starters and the reserves for both the Knights and the Lakers. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I'm Rocco Jeppe, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Here's Bob Peters.
Number 3 seed, Community College, Baltimore County, Catonsville Cardinals. We anticipate a 3 o'clock first pitch. And now, under head coach Eric Hallenbeck, introducing the Lakers from Garrett College. Number 26, William Baker. Number 9, Nicholas Bishop. Number 3, Cameron Garcia. Number 14, Matthew Kesner. Number 30, Mitchell Laird. Number 11, Justin McDaniel. Number 7, Daniel Asafo. Number 4, Riley Rutgers. Number 34, Xavier Thomas. Number 21, Jose Vitale. Number 8, Michael Warner. And number 1, Nick Washington. And now your Lakers starters this afternoon. In center field, number 27, Winston Davis. Behind the plate this afternoon, number 24, Richard Douglas. Designated hitter, number 23, Derek Gaisbauer. Right fielder, number 6, Tanner George. At shortstop, number 16, Jacob Goodnight. In left field, number 2, Elijah Hannibal. At second base, number 5, Jake Hughes. At first base, number 22, Colby Johnson. Our starting pitcher this afternoon for the Lakers, number 25, Michael Joyce. And at third base, number 15, Juan Pinero. Your Garrett College Lakers. And now under head coach Mike Carter, introducing the Essex Knights. And now your night correction. Number 1, Ronald Jones Jr. Number 6, Sandy Polino. Number 11, Charles Harmon. Number 12, Jeffrey Young. Number 14, Tanner Lang. Number 16, Rocco Marquez. Number 22, Carson Coffey. Nicholas Berryman. Number 23, Kiani Marquez. And catching but injured this afternoon, Casey White. And now your night starters this afternoon. At shortstop, number 5, Lucas Nakic. At first base, number 8, Cale Hines. In right field, number 9, Nelson Laviosa. Behind the plate this afternoon, number 10, Nolan Watson. At second base, number 15, Luis Gonzalez. In center field, number 20, Eli Lashley. At third base, number 21, Robert Leon. Pitching this afternoon, number 27, Patrick Barrett. In left field, number 28, Gage Schaefer. And the designated hitter, number 36, Armando Priato. Your Cardinal starters this afternoon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have the participants. At this time, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be back right after this.
As we honor America with the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Let me give you the starting lineup here for the Garrett Lakers. Leading off and playing shortstop is Jacob Goodnight. In center field, batting second, Winston Davis. The designated hitter, Derek Gaisbauer, will bat third. Cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Colby Johnson. Batting fifth is Juan Pinero, playing third base. Tim Hannibal will be in left field. Jake Hughes will bat seventh and be at second base. The catcher, Cam Douglas, will bat eighth. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Tanner George. They will face off against starting pitcher Patrick Barrett. Barrett will make his 13th appearance and 9th start overall on the season. He is 2-5 coming into this game with an ERA of 5.08, and that is in 53 2/3 innings, 47 strikeouts on the season. His last time out for Barrett was back on was back on April 30th against these Lakers. He was the hard luck loser in game one of a doubleheader as he went 7 strong and gave up just 1 earned run in that game, striking out 8 as he went along. So Essex will take the field, and we're getting set here. We'll be right back after these warm-ups for first pitch here at Frederick Community College. All right, folks, we're back. It's going to be Jacob Goodnight facing Pat Barrett to lead things off. Around the field for the Knights, left to right, is Gage Schaefer, Eli Lashley in center, and Laviosa in right field as that first pitch is swung on to left field. Back goes Schaefer. He reaches up, cannot get to it. It'll reach the wall. Hustling into second base is Jacob Goodnight, and the Lakers are on the base paths with a leadoff double to start this game. Schaefer looked like he took the right jump, but he got a late jump on that ball. That'll bring up Davis to the plate. He bunts. It's a good one. Leon plays it. The throw to first is in time. Moving over to third base is Goodnight. So Davis with the sacrifice bunt goes 5-3 on the putout. 1 out, now Gaisbauer to the plate. Gaisbauer comes in as arguably the best player on this Lakers team. 375, 490, 569 slash line coming into this game as he takes ball 1 high. First pitch of today's game was 12 o'clock as that curveball stays inside. Ball 2. Game time temperature 73 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour wind coming out south to southwest. Swing and a miss by Gaisbauer. And it looks like right now, if we're looking at the flag, it's blowing kind of right to left, but in. as that flag is blowing in multiple directions. So Pat Barrett working quickly now, the 2-1. Outside, misses the corner, 3 balls and a strike to Gaysbauer. Colby Johnson on deck, he will be next. Here's the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So now runners at the corners for the Lakers. That'll bring up Johnson. Colby Johnson, 333, 432, 542 slash line. 8 doubles, 4 home runs this year, 21 RBI. Tall lefty stands in. Barrett comes to a set. Now the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike. As you can hear, that wind is blowing in. We're going to continue to hear that as we are in the open air here at Frederick Community College. Beautiful field here, turf infield, natural grass outfield. And that's going to stay high for a ball, count even at 1. Looks like this field is playing 330 down the left field line, 390 to straightaway center, and no marking down right field. I believe that's about 320 as well. As an off-speed pitch fools Johnson. He swings over the top. Count now in favor of Barrett, 1-2. Pinero on deck. He would be next. Here's the pitch. That's high. Got under that one. Count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Barrett comes set. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. We'll see what Eric Hallenbeck decides to do with Gaysbauer. Gaysbauer has 4 stolen bases this year, 4 for 6 on the season. We'll see if he puts him in motion with the full count. Barrett checks him now. Comes set. There goes Gaysbauer. Swing and a miss. The throw to second base is in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play, and the Knights get out of the inning without allowing the run to score. A leadoff double is stranded, and we head to the home half of the first. We're scoreless. All right, here come the Knights as Nolan Watson, the backstop, will lead things off. Batting second will be the center fielder, Eli Lashley. Third place hitter is going to be Nelson Laviosa in right field. Gage Schaefer, who we just found out that official scoring was changed from a double to an E7. Schaefer in left field batting cleanup. Batting fifth will be the shortstop, Lucas Nakic. Batting sixth, Robert Leon at third base. And the first pitch to Watson swung over for strike 1. Armando Prieto will be doing the designated hitting today, batting 7th. Batting 8th will be Cale Hines. He's the first baseman. And batting 9th, returning to the Knights lineup, is the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Watson, and he takes strike 2. A little bit of a late break, but it was still in the high point of the strike zone. It's definitely a strike. 0-2 now. for the Knights' leading hitter. The pitch swung on, grounded, diving stop by the second baseman, throw to first in time, and a beautiful play there made by Hughes, diving to his left to take away a base hit from Watson. There's one down. That'll bring up Lashley.
Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Eli Lashley.
And the first pitch to Lashley is low, ball one. Knights facing Mike Joyce, who they saw a few weeks ago. There's a ground ball down the first base line. It is going to stay foul. Joyce comes into this game 2-5 on the season, a 5.98 ERA in 51 2/3 innings. He has 49 strikeouts, and like I said, he did face the Knights earlier this season back on the 30th. As he's ready, count even at 1 to Lashley. And that's inside for a ball. So in that game, it was game 2 of a doubleheader. He would go 4 innings, give up 3 runs, 2 of them earned, and would be the losing pitcher in that game. Or excuse me, no, he received a no decision in that game. He had 6 strikeouts and 3 walks. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Lashley. Lashley squares. He does not offer. 3 balls and a strike. Laviosa on deck. He would be next. And he takes a called strike. Thought it was inside. The umpire says otherwise. So the count now even in full. Excuse me. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. Ground ball. First base side. The first baseman gets to it. Underhand toss to Joyce by Johnson. And that's out number 2.
Is that
Laviosa to the plate.
now batting the
Laviosa,
number 9,
the Knights' 2018 team MVP, comes into this game with a 300, 369, and 443 slash line. He has 2 home runs this year, one of which was a grand slam last week against Anne Arundel. 2 triples, 10 doubles, 38 RBI. Ball 1. Ball all the way to the backstop. So now Joyce is ready. Laviosa digs in. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Thought that was a bit high and outside, but the count even at 1 nonetheless. Got to get ready and get used to these strike zones very quickly if you're these student athletes today. That's a nubber. Back to the mound. Joyce plays it. His throw to first is in time, and the Knights go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the top of the second. No score.
Now at the plate, the third baseman, number 15, Juan Pinero.
Pinero pops up the first one. And just like that, one pitch, one out here in the second as Gonzalez hauls it in. Hannibal next to the plate. Hannibal comes into the game, 283, 426, 406 slash line, 5 doubles, 6 triples, and 35 RBI on the season. Here's the first pitch to him, and that'll hit him. Curveball did not break. And there's a runner on base. So Hannibal reaches on the hit by pitch. That'll bring up the second baseman, Hughes. We saw Hughes make that diving stop on Watson in the bottom of the first inning. Now he's up to the plate. Here's the pitch, and that's in there. That's a strike today. Strike one. Hughes, 261 hitter, comes in with a total of 5 extra base hits on 4 doubles and 1 triple. Quick throw to first to keep Hannibal close. Barrett gets the sign. Now another throw to first base, and Hannibal back standing this time. I'd like to welcome all of our viewers. We thank you for joining us today. Knights fans, we thank you for joining us all season long. If you've just joined us, we're tied at 0. There's ground ball. Leon to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. 5-4 on the putout. Leon to Gonzalez. Hughes reaching on the fielder's choice. So 2 down now. That will bring up Cam Douglas. Douglas playing in his 29th game of the season. Comes in a 222 hitter. He's 5 doubles. 1 home run and 12 RBI. One of those 5 doubles came a few weeks ago against the Knights, as that one is outside for ball 1. Hughes on first, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that stays high, ball 2. Just a heads up to our fans today, pretty good spot for our camera work today. Down the left field line gets a little bit tight from where we're located, as that one sent foul over our heads. But we should have some pretty good sight lines throughout this game. Again, the field here at Frederick Community College, all turf infield, natural grass outfield. It's about 74 degrees here in Frederick. And we'd like to thank the Frederick Cougars for their hospitality here so far today, making things very easy on us with the nice vantage point here behind home plate and the ever popular and ever needed on a sunny day tent canopy to keep our scorers, announcers, and broadcasters happy. As we see Douglas take strike 2 on the inside corner to count even at 2. Athletic Director Chad Smith, Sports Information Director Gary Dembski doing a fine job here in Frederick. That one's popped foul and out of play. The weekend will continue. Now, we're going to be on the broadcast for all of our Knights games. You can follow the live stats for any of the subsequent games throughout the weekend at your team's schedule. You'll see a live stats link there all weekend long. And that'll be how you can follow along in those games. And he hits him inside, was trying to go in on him and hit him. The second hit batter of the game and of the inning for Barrett. The inning continues for the Lakers now, first and second, 2 down. And number 9 hitter, Tanner George, right fielder, to the plate. Tanner George playing in just his 23rd game of the season, batting .143 on the year. Does have a .387 on-base percentage. And he takes a called strike. Barrett quickly ahead in the count. As we try and do throughout our broadcast this season. Barrett's second offering. Popped up. Hines is under it and calling for it. He'll make the catch. So I'll pick that up in the next half inning. We head to the bottom of the second. We're still scoreless here at Frederick. All right, for the Knights, it's going to be Schaefer, Nakic, and Leon to get the second inning, or excuse me, the bottom of the second inning started for the Knights. Schaefer comes into the game, 341, 457, 593 slugging, or slash line, 8 home runs, tied for second in the region, 43 RBIs. He looks at ball one there. Gage Schaefer, believe it or not, in his first season of collegiate baseball, he was a quarterback at Maryland 3 years ago, transferred to West Virginia as he looks at that one outside. Transferred from West Virginia, wasn't able to catch on with the football team there, and now here he is at CCBC Essex, starting his baseball career. Hughes at second. Hughes plays it on a few hops, throw over to first base, and there's one down. Another assist for Hughes as he starts off another inning with a 4-3 putout. Here's Nakic. Nakic in his third season with the team, second year playing. Last year was injured when the team went all the way to Enid, Oklahoma for the College World Series. He comes in with a 342, 425, 436 slash line, 1 home run, 35 RBI, 7 doubles, and 2 three-baggers as that one's in there for a called strike. Nakic at shortstop today. Leads the team in at-bats. And watches that curveball go too far. Count even at 1. Nakic ready now. Joyce into the windup, the pitch. Low ball. Slowly hit to the third base side. Pinero throws across to first and gets Nakic by a step for the second out. I'd like to take this time to thank some very special fans of the Knights family, Knights baseball family, Matt and Robin Watson, Elsie Milena Jose, Michelle Nakic, Matt and Sharon Nakic, Nana Feeney of Lexington, Missouri, the Worthingtons of Lexington, Missouri, and Grammy Watson. We thank you for your continued support of Knights baseball. Here's Leon. Leon at third base today. And he takes a ball. 313 batting average, 458 on base percentage, and 384 slugging. 1 triple, 6 doubles, 22 RBI. Here's the pitch. And that one's in there for a called strike, count even at 1. Leon in his second year with the Knights. Joyce has what he likes, winds, and there's the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. That's strike 2, and the Knights in danger of seeing their first 6 hitters go down in order. Joyce shakes off the first sign, the second as well. Now he has what he wants, goes into the windup, kicks and delivers. Curveball hit right back at him. And for the second time in this game, we'll go 1-3 on the putout, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. The Knights have gone 6 up, 6 down to start this inning. We'll be right back. Back to the top of the lineup for the Lakers. It's Goodnight, Davis, and Gaysbauer to hit here in the 3rd inning. No score here from Frederick Community College, home of the Region 20 Division II baseball tournament. And there's a called strike. 0-1. The winner here today faces the winner of our second game in tomorrow's triple header. As Goodnight swings over top of that one, it's 0-2 now. Barrett peers into Watson. Barrett and Watson, teammates in high school, as that one's low for a ball. Both attending Southern Regional High School, both from Manahawkin, New Jersey. They were teammates for Southern Regional. Pat started off at Rowing College as a freshman, transferred into Essex this season. Here's the 1-2. That one stays high. Count even at 2 now. Brittany Strauss, we thank you for your contributions in support of Knights baseball. Alma, Dr. Tracy Began, we thank you as well. Slow curve is inside. Felt like he got the squeeze there. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Barrett says yes to the sign from Watson. And here comes the payoff pitch. And that'll be a called strike 3. I won't give the pun of Goodnight. 1 out here in the 3rd. Here's Davis.
Number 27, Winston Davis.
Davis, a sac bunt in the 1st. They ended up stranding Goodnight at 3rd base. First pitch, a called strike, high in the zone. Grandmother of Medina, Ohio, the Ashley Lang family, Jim and Colleen Loftus, Carolyn and Warren Rakusin, we thank you for your support and contributions to Knights baseball as well. Here's the 0-1, chopped foul right behind the plate. And Pat Barrett working ahead in the count, 0-2. Callan Rogers, Todd and Tracy Chansey, Craig and Ginger Coffee, the Knights thank you as well. That one stays high. Good eye by Davis not to chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball hit down the 3rd base line. It is foul. Christina Hines, Jake Nakich, Adam Lashley, and last but not least, Bill Kiger. We thank you all for your contributions and for your support to Knights baseball. And we'll get those shout-outs throughout the weekend of the tournament here at Frederick Community College. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. We'll do it again. Breezy day here today. Barrett taking his time now. Here's the pitch. That one sails outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Davis. Gaisbauer on deck. He's next. Forecast here in Frederick at the moment. Doing pretty good. 50% chance of rain at some point today. We'll see how it goes. Swung on and fouled at home plate. We'll do the 2-2 again. Looking at the extended forecast, it looks like 50% chance of rain throughout the entire afternoon. It does begin to taper off, the chances that is, the later it gets. Here's the 2-2, and that one is fouled back as Davis continues to stay alive in this at bat. So Davis will see a 9th pitch here. Barrett comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses the outside corner. A good take by Davis, and he's run the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Barrett comes set, works from the set, and he hit him on a 3-2 pitch, came high and tight. So the 3rd hit batter of the game for Barrett, and the Lakers have a base runner here with 1 down in the 3rd inning.
Coming to the plate, the designated hitter, number 23, Garrett Gaisbauer.
Gaisbauer to the plate. He walked in his first at bat, and then he was caught stealing on the back end of a strike him out, throw him out double play to end the 1st. Checks Davis at first. Quick throw, and did not get him. Thought he had him. Not sure if maybe the tag didn't get down in time. Davis back in just enough time. Davis on the season, 16 stolen bases. He's yet to be caught. There he goes. Watson, the quick throw to second is not going to be in time. The ball goes into center. Nakic and Lashley backing it up, so Davis will stay at second with the stolen base. Now 17 for 17 this season. So ball on the first pitch is the call. Barrett checks Davis at second. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming up from Barrett. And Davis stays put on that ball in the dirt with air quotations. And that one's out of the zone. 3 balls and a strike now. On Gaisbauer. Johnson is on deck. He'd be next if the inning continued. And it's outside for a ball 4. So Gaisbauer walks in back-to-back at-bats. First and second now. Johnson to the plate. He was a strikeout victim.
Coming to the plate, the first baseman, Colby Johnson.
And that one's a ball. That one's fouled back. So now the count even at 1. That one gets away from the catcher. It'll be a wild pitch as both runners advance. So now second and third. One down. 2-1 count on Johnson. That one slapped foul. Count even at 2. It sounded like that got contact with a vehicle out there. Very dangerous to park here. Ball field's about 200 feet away. Barrett, the 2-2 pitch. Curveball stays high, I'm guessing. And now the count runs full. Here comes the payoff pitch from Barrett. Slap to the shortstop. Nakic plays it. He loses the handle and can't regain. So an E6. The run scores. Believe the run is going to be earned because the play was going to be at first base anyway. So the run is earned, but the hitter rather, Johnson, reaches on the E6. So no error, no RBI rather. Or maybe there's an RBI. We'll double check that. An RBI is given because the play was going to first. E6 on Nakic. Here's Pinero. Popped out to the second baseman Gonzalez. His last at bat takes a called strike. The scoring on the play was Davis. Over to third base goes Gaisbauer. And of course on at first is Johnson. The Lakers take the lead 1-0. Here's the pitch, and that is inside. Almost hit him. Count even at 1. That one's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Pinero digs in. Again, Gaisbauer at third. Johnson on at first. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 3. And I guess we all delayed steal there from Johnson. Johnson's on second base now. I'll look down for a second, and nobody saw it. So now runners at second and third. 3-1 pitch coming up to Pinero. He sends it down the right field line. It is fading and will go foul. So now 3-2 to the Lakers' third baseman. And it has begun to rain as the clouds are moving in here at Frederick Community College. And that one's fouled off. Do what we can to get as close to the tent. Chopped foul. The count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one fouled. And we just got the camera out of the way in time there as that one hits where the camera crew was. And we're working on repositioning that camera to keep it a little bit safer. So bear with us here. Count is 3-2 on Pinero. Here's the pitch. And a called strike 3 for out number 2. So here's Hannibal. Hannibal to the plate. Grounded out in his first, he's hit by pitch and then was cut down on the fielder's 5-4 at second base. Ground ball to short. Nakic plays it. His throw to first is in time. The damage is done as the Knights are now trailing 1-0. We head to the bottom of the third. Lakers lead it. All right, for those of you watching right now, play has been suspended because of the weather conditions. So hang in there with us. Keep the video on. And when you see things start to move around a little bit, that means the rain has passed and we are resuming play. Until then, well, go grab a cup of coffee or something to eat. Get some lunch. It's 12:40. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are checking in with the 39 of you that are tuned in right now. We thank you for staying tuned with us. And we're here to tell you approximately 10 minutes from now we will get restarted. So approximate restart time, 1:14, approximately 10 minutes from now. Stay tuned. We're going to continue this game here in about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it. The Knights 7-8-9 hitters, Prieto, Hines, and Gonzalez. The Knights still looking for their first hit of the game. Actually, both teams still looking for their first hit of the game. A couple of walks and 3 hit by pitch for the Lakers have their base runners, and the Knights have gone 6 up, 6 down so far. Here's the pitch to Prieto. He swings and chops it up the middle. charging the shortstop, throw to first in plenty of time to get Prieto one down. Good play there by Goodnight to get it over there. 6-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Hines. Hines at first base today. He's what I would call on this team an ultra utility man. He has played first catcher. I've seen him play in the outfield, and he's also a right-handed pitcher for this team. Comes in batting .257. Here's the pitch. He takes a called strike. .257 on the year for Hines. 27 of 105. 5 doubles and 8 RBI. Sun now peeking out here. And that one even lower, but a strike nonetheless. 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopper foul off the third base side. So Joyce is ready. Now the pitch. And he chops that one foul down the first baseline, just past the on-deck circle of the Lakers. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Folks, you get a time. This morning we had a special CCBC Essex baseball report where we spoke with Ronnie Jones, right-handed pitcher for the Knights. Here's the 0-2. Outside ball 1. And Jones, who we have dubbed the Prince of Shenanigans. We talked to him a little bit about the post-game shenanigans behind the post-game interviews. We got some information on this game and had a really good conversation with Ronnie Jones. That's on our YouTube page. Should be one of the first videos on there, CCBC Essex Baseball Special Report. That one inside, and a called strike 3. Got to get used to that zone today, boys. So the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Gonzalez.
Now batting the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, the second baseman today. And he takes a called strike. Gonzalez getting the start, his first start since April 13th. Been dealing with a hamstring injury. He did get into the game against Anne Arundel. And that one's a slow roller down the third base line. It will stay foul. As the catcher Douglas pounced on it, home plate umpire said that ball went foul. So now the count 0-2 to Gonzalez. Gonzalez in limited playing time, playing in just his 13th game of the season, .222 average, 8 runs scored, and 1 RBI this year. Nolan Watson on deck. He would be next if Gonzalez could reach. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. And so the Knights go down in order again. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the 4th. The Lakers lead it 1-0. All right, for the Lakers, it's going to be 7-8-9. Hughes, Douglas, and George. Hughes reached first base on a fielder's choice in the second inning. Got to second, but was stranded. There's a pitch and a strike one out of the hands of Barrett. So both starting pitchers able to come back out after the rain delay. I want to say it was about a 42-minute rain delay. There's a grounder to third, handled by Leon. The throw over to first, and there's one down. That'll bring up Douglas. Douglas a hit by pitch and stranded at first base. His last at bat in the second inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 24, Richard Douglas.
Here's the pitch from Barrett. Curveball for a strike. And that one's low for ball one. Barrett comes set. He works from the set all throughout the game. Grounder right up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Barrett couldn't get the glove down in time, and Douglas is on with a one-out single. Brings up George.
Now in the box, the right fielder, Tanner George.
Barrett checks on Douglas at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball off the third base side and foul. Barrett peers in, gets the sign, checks the runner. Pitch. Curveball fouled off, now 0-2. On deck is Jacob Goodnight. That would turn the lineup over if it continues after George. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball just misses, ball one. The Knights 6 days off before the tournament, getting one of the two first-round byes, which means they did not have to play on Tuesday. Here's the pitch. There's one, a shot to left field. Schaefer seems to have it lined up. He does, and sends it back in. 2 down now. That'll bring Goodnight up to the plate.
Now batting the leadoff hitter, playing shortstop, Jacob Goodnight.
Goodnight 0 for 2 on the day. A strikeout, reached on an error in the first. Was stranded at third base. The runner on first base is Douglas. Barrett gets strike one. That single by Douglas, the first hit of the game. Curveball in there for a strike. It was a beauty. Arguably the best breaking ball Barrett has thrown all day. Barrett now 0-2 on Goodnight. Douglas gets his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Chopper, third base side. It will kick and stay foul. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to left field. That'll be a 2-out base hit. Douglas will hold up at second. First and second now with 2 down. Winston Davis to the plate.
Coming to the plate now, the center fielder, Winston Davis.
Davis, in 2 trips to the plate, does not have an official at bat. Sacrifice in the first inning and hit by pitch and scored a run in the third. He also has a stolen base. Grounder to second. He'll go to second base. 4-6 on the putout, and that'll end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. And after 3.5, the Knights trail by 1. All right, top of the lineup for the Knights. They are still in search of their first base hit of this game. Watson to lead things off, Lashley, then Laviosa. And that one will be taken outside. Joyce still on the mound. 3 innings pitched, no runs, no hits, and has not yet allowed a base runner. 1-0 to Watson, and didn't see the sign for a foul ball, so I think the catcher just missed it. Strike nonetheless. Watson having an amazing season this year. .392 batting average. This after posting a .209 batting average last year as a freshman. Just been an amazing comeback. Watson, the Division II NJCAA Baseball Player of the Week for the week of the 22nd through the 28th of April. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that one's fouled off at the home plate. Count even at 2. 392 batting average, .515 on base percentage, and slugging .592. 9 doubles, 4 triples, and 3 home runs. Curveball to short. Clean play. And the throw is in time from Goodnight. 1 down here in the home half of the 4th. Here's Lashley. Lashley grounded out to the first baseman the last time up on Joyce covering. And he squares the bunt, takes it, ball 1. Lashley came into today's game as a .273 hitter. He's drawn 24 walks in 88 at-bats, and he takes ball 2. Two balls, no strikes to Lashley. 1 down here in the 4th inning. And that catches the corner, says the home plate umpire. Strike 1. Two balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Lashley, 113 plate appearances to draw those 24 walks. He fouls that one off. Count runs full now. On deck is Laviosa. Schaefer's in the hole if they can continue the inning. And he draws the one-out walk. The Knights' first base runner of the game. That'll bring up Laviosa. Laviosa grounded out to Joyce his last time up.
Nelson Laviosa, number 9, Laviosa.
Came into the game as a .310 hitter. 13 extra base hits, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run. Lashley takes his lead from first. This will be the first time Joyce has gone from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And Laviosa takes low and outside, ball 1. Laviosa had a grand slam in the Knights' 18-2 victory over Anne Arundel last week on Saturday. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Count even at 1. Laviosa a few times this season in a 1-1 count as we see Lashley chase back to first. We've already seen, as some of you have seen as well at home, taking 1-1 pitches into the right center field gap, doubles and triples this season. Looking to advance Lashley. Here's the 1-1. That one's low and outside. 2 balls and a strike now. Taking a look down here at head coach Mike Carter. Don't see any signs going. Wouldn't be a bad time for a run and hit here. Lashley takes his lead. The pitch. That one swung on to left field. Giving chase is Hannibal. Still going and makes the running grab. Going back to first base is Lashley. And there are 2 down here in the Knights' 4th inning. Good play by Hannibal to run that one down.
Now batting the left fielder, Gabe Schaefer.
Schaefer to the plate now. Grounded out to the second baseman his last at bat. Had the count 2-0 in his favor in that at bat. Really feel like if he continues to work ahead in the count, he could erupt. Been a while since he's homered. Here's the first offering, and they pitch out, looking for Lashley to run. They throw it back to first behind him. It gets past the first baseman, and Lashley will move up. So they pitched out thinking Lashley was running, and as Lashley retreated to first base, the catcher, Douglas, shot the ball down there. Johnson couldn't handle it. It got by him, and Lashley moves up on the E2, I think. Excuse me, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. It'll get through. Carter is sending Lashley. There's going to be a play at the plate. It is cut off, and an RBI 2-out single for Schaefer. We're tied at 1. Good piece of hitting there by Schaefer as he just dropped the bat head on the ball and sent it into right field for the RBI.
Nakic. Number 5, Nakic.
Nakic to the plate now. And that gets away from the catcher. It'll be a pass ball. Well, pass ball on Douglas sends Schaefer to second base. And we'll get a conference on the mound. Count 1-0 in favor of Luke Nakic. Nakic looking to pick up the 2-out RBI. For Schaefer, that's his 3rd game in a row with at least 6. He's had at least 1 RBI. So head coach Eric Hollenbach heads back to the dugout. Nakic now, 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes. Schaefer on second, moved up on the pass ball after his RBI single. Nakic batting .341 coming into this game. He has 31 RBI, which is third on the team. Comes the pitch from Joyce. Fouled off the right side. It'll get out of play. Count even at 1. Joyce peers into Douglas. Has the pitch that he wants. Checks Schaefer at second. Here's the 1-1. Up the middle, and it is going to be down for a base hit. They'll send Schaefer. He will score, and the Knights have a 2-1 lead. All the runs coming with 2 outs here in the 4th. Back-to-back RBI singles from the Knights' 4-5 hitters, and they're ahead.
Now at the plate, the third baseman, Robert Leon.
That'll bring Leon to the plate. He grounded back to Joyce in his last at-bat in the 2nd inning. 2 down, Nakic on first, Leon at the plate. Here's the pitch. And he'll take a called strike on the outside corner. Leon, a bit of a utility man as well. You'll see him play some second base, third base. He'll play in either corner outfield position. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, chopped to third. Panera plays it on the second hop. Can't get it out of his glove. Quick throw to second. And he's safe. So Panero had time to get Leon, but couldn't get it out of his glove. So that'll bring up Prieto. Leon on it first. Nakic moves to second, and right now the initial call is going to be an E5. We're going to get more information on that as our official scorer is going to want to look it over. Play was made cleanly by Panero, just couldn't get it out of his glove. Here's Prieto. He grounded out to the shortstop in 1 pitch in his last at-bat back in the 3rd inning. Joyce comes set. And timeout called. So both Prieto and Joyce having a good time here as Joyce is trying to hold the ball. Prieto called timeout, and the Knights bench is erupting over that. I think we're ready now. Here comes the first offering to Prieto, and he takes a called strike on the outside corner. Prieto, 3 home runs this year. All 3 of those came back earlier this season at a game at CCBC Catonsville, their intra-campus rival, where he went 3 for 5 with 6 RBI and 3 home runs to down the Cardinals. He's now behind in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Outside count, even at 1. Prieto, always a dangerous hitter. Even though he comes in with a .283 batting average. I do have to say, I was at the Knights practice yesterday watching and took a little batting practice myself, and I hit after Prieto, or before Prieto, and watching him hit in the cage yesterday sent 5 balls over the fence at CCBC Essex Field. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming up to Prieto. That one, a line drive up the middle, base hit! They're going to send Nakic. Leon on his way to third. He slides and he's safe. An RBI single for Prieto, and the Knights have a 2-run lead.
Now batting the first baseman, Cale Hines, number 8, Hines.
Hines to the plate for Prieto. That's his 19th RBI on the season. And all the Knights' runs have scored this inning with 2 outs. Here's Hines now. Hines, a strikeout victim his last time up in the 3rd inning. There's a grounder past the shortstop into left field. Another base hit, another run as Leon crosses, and the Knights have a 4-1 lead. Prieto to second base.
Now coming to the plate, the second baseman.
Leon's run, an unearned run.
Number 15,
The Knights, Gonzalez. Gonzalez is the 9th hitter for the Knights to bat this inning. Gonzalez a strikeout in the third. Prieto at second. Hines at first base. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled away. A lot of encouragement being yelled to Gonzalez from the dugout of the Knights. I wish I could tell you what they're saying, but I don't speak that well Spanish. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to the second baseman, and timeout called for and granted by the umpire, much to the dismay of Joyce. So the count remains no balls and a strike. Gonzalez looking to get into the action here. The Knights 4 runs with 2 outs here in the fourth. There's a grounder to short. Prieto lets it go by him. Goodnight will go the short way to second, and in time, so the inning finally over. The Knights 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 runners left on base. We head to the 5th. Knights 4, Lakers 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Pat Barrett returns to the mound for the Knights. It'll be Gaisbauer, Johnson, and Pinero for the Lakers. As the Knights scored 4 runs in the fourth. And a strike called on the first pitch. Gaisbauer has reached base twice via the walk. He was caught stealing in the first and stranded at third in the third. Count even at 1. Appreciate all of our viewers today. Right now, looking at the numbers, and we're looking pretty good for this game. Thank you all for tuning in today. We'll be back on the air tomorrow. We'll have a game time for you at the conclusion of this game for the Knights broadcast. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one stays high, 3-1. So after opening with a first pitch strike, 3 consecutive balls to Gaisbauer, and he has the power hitting DH, 3-1. Inside, misses the corner, and a 3rd consecutive walk for Gaisbauer to lead off the 5th inning here. Here's Johnson. Johnson has reached base on an error back in the 3rd inning. Stole second.
The first baseman, Colby Johnson, number 22, Johnson.
Was credited with the RBI in that game, in that at bat. Was stranded at second though in the 3rd. Dangerous hitter is Johnson. .333 batting average. He looks at a called strike. He's got some power. 4 home runs on the season and 8 doubles. Gaysbauer at first on the walk. Here's the pitch. Having sails outside for ball 1. The pitch. That one popped off the third base side. Leon looks like he's got it lined up, and he does. Johnson extremely upset with himself and slams the bat to the turf. Almost forgot it was turf because that bat almost bounced right back up and gave him a bloody nose. Good thing he didn't have that happen. He'll head back to the dugout, the first out of the inning. Here's Pinero. Pinero's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the third inning. Barrett checks Gaysbauer at first. Now the pitch. And that's a strike. The 0-1, high, ball 1. Out of the zone for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Gaysbauer on first, a leadoff walk. Here's the pitch to Pinero. The runner was going into left center field, giving chase to Schaefer and Lashley, both there. Schaefer reaches up and makes the catch. Looks like he was on the warning track, retreating back to first base as Gaysbauer, and a long fly out on Pinero gives the Knights out number 2. Good job by Schaefer using the gate there, if you will, those long legs to get to that one. That'll bring up Hannibal. Hannibal 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts today. Excuse me, 0 for 1 with a ground out. He reached on a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. A called strike on the outside corner. Throw over the first, chases back Gaysbauer. No balls and a strike to Hannibal. Timeout called for and granted. And there's strike 2. Now 0-2 to Hannibal. Did he go? Yes, he did. And a strikeout to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base, and no errors. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Knights lead 4-1.
batting the catcher.
Here's Watson to the plate.
Number 10,
He led off the last inning as the Knights sent 9 to the plate, scoring those 4 runs. Joyce is still in the game for the Lakers. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. So we did get some official scoring updates from last inning. Lashley, the only run, that was earned. The rest of the runs unearned to Joyce. That one up the middle. Giving chase is good night. He can't get to it. And Watson is on with a leadoff single. So I'd like to thank our crew for today, ladies and gentlemen. On the camera today, Taylor Moore, doing a great job.
the center fielder, Eli Lashley.
On the scoreboard overlay, Jake Guy. Our public address announcer, you heard him throughout the game, Bob Peters. Our official scorer, Bill Cawley. And on the live stats is Mario Diaz. I'd like to thank all of them for their part in today's game. There goes Watson. Throw to second base is not in time. So a single and a stolen base for the Knights catcher here in the 5th inning. It was a called strike to Lashley. Lashley reached on a walk last inning. He scored on Schaefer's RBI single. Joyce peers in. Taking a while to get the sign here. Now he has what he wants, and Lashley calls a timeout. The Knights bench has been awoken. He bunts that one foul and back out of play. Got under that one a bit. Now 2 strikes, no balls to the hitter. On deck is Laviosa. The Knights looking to cash some more runs in this inning. Again, Watson a leadoff single and stole second. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Lashley. Swing and a miss. And Lashley is down on strikes for the first out in the inning. Joyce looked like he reached back for a little bit extra on that one. Brings up Laviosa. Laviosa officially 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out. Looking for his first base hit. As we mentioned earlier, last year, Laviosa, the team MVP.
Now batting the right fielder, Nelson Laviosa. Number 9, Laviosa.
Joyce peers in to get the sign. Comes set. Watson takes his lead. The pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Joyce again seems to slow the pace down when he has a runner on base. Laviosa ready. Joyce hits him in the back. Curveball that did not curve. So now the Knights have runners at first and second. That'll bring Schaefer to the plate. Schaefer an RBI single and a run scored in last inning's 4-run inning.
Now at the plate, the left fielder, Gage Schaefer. Number 28, Schaefer.
Schaefer now with 42 RBI on the season. Stares down the right-hander. Now Joyce comes set. And here's the first pitch. In the dirt. Good stop by Douglas to keep the runners at first and second, respectively. Laviosa at first, hit by a pitch. At second base is Watson, a leadoff single and a stolen base. 1 ball, no strike count to Schaefer. Here's the pitch. And it's outside, ball 2. Not a position you want to be in against Schaefer, who at this at-bat is looking to drive the ball. 21st century baseball dictates that he'll throw a curveball here. Traditionally a fastball count, but we can't say that anymore. Checks Watson at second. Again, now the pitch. Outside for a ball. 3-0 to Schaefer. Do not be surprised if Carter allows Schaefer to have the green light here. Leads the team with 8 home runs. Joyce steps off. Cleans the cleats. Now he's ready. Steps back onto the rubber. Peers into Douglas. Comes set. High. Checks Watson at second. Now quick throw to second, and Goodnight didn't look like he was expecting that ball to be thrown. Watson back, no problem. Schaefer digs back in. And Joyce again steps off. Not sure if it's a little gamesmanship here or if he's having some issues navigating the pitches being called by Douglas. Goodnight comes in to have a talk with his hurler. I think a little bit of the discussion should be, hey, it's 3-0. He has 8 home runs this year. He's 6'8". Don't groove him a fastball right down the middle. That's what I would be telling my pitcher. See if we can get this 3-0 pitch in. All right, Joyce comes set high. Throw to first now, and back is Laviosa. I'm just going to sit here in silence until the ball's actually thrown. .30 pitch, and it's in there for a called strike, 3-1. So now I got to come back with another strike. Haven't seen the curveball from Joyce in a little while here. Not sure if he doesn't want to throw it to Schaefer or he's waiting to pick up that first strike. We'll see what he decides to do here. 3 balls and a strike. Watson at second, Laviosa at first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Hughes has it, goes to second for 1, back to first. He is safe at first. Watson moves over to third. Laviosa cut down 4-6 on the putout. 2 down.
Number 5, Nakic.
Nakic to the plate. He had an RBI single and a run scored in that 4th inning. 2 down now. Runners at the corners, and this is where the Knights did all their damage last inning. 4 runs on 4 hits with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. Nakic 1 for 2. This is 3rd at bat of the game. Schaefer takes his lead from first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Hughes comes over, plays it on a couple hops. Underhand toss to first, and the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base, no errors. We head to the 6th. The Knights 4, Lakers 1. All right, folks, so it's going to be Hughes, Douglas, and George, 7-8-9 for the Lakers.
Number 5, Hughes.
Hughes comes to the plate 0 for 2 today, a ground out in the 4th inning. Barrett still on the mound for the Knights. Here's the pitch, and just misses for a ball. Barrett working quickly now. Pitch. That one lined down the left field line, well foul. Count even at 1. Curveball in there for a strike. Barrett came into the inning, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Got Hughes where he wants him, 1 and 2. The pitch grounded foul. It'll stay there. Barrett, the intense look on his face, stares into his teammate. Watson gets the pitch he wants. Watson set up on the outside corner. Here's the pitch. It's low for ball 2. Barrett set. The pitch. Ground ball. Cut off by Leon. The throw to first is not in time. I think even if that ball could have been played cleanly, that was going to be a base hit. So an infield single for Hughes to start the 6th. I think Leon made the right play there. I know Nakic was coming behind him, but had that ball been played by Nakic, he would have had a deeper throw in the shortstop third base side hole. So I think Leon made the right play there. Just couldn't get enough on the throw. Hughes hustling down the line. That'll bring up Douglas. And timeout called for and granted by the home plate umpire. Douglas, 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning, a single and stranded at 2nd in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short, slowly hit, maybe only booted by Nakic. So an infield single and an E6, and the Lakers have 1st and 2nd with nobody down here in the 6th inning. That ball was slowly hit. He was going to have a tough time trying to get 2 outs. And I think that's what got into his head. He was trying to get it to second base as quickly as possible. Just didn't field it well. George to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a pop out and a fly out to Schaefer in left. So now Barrett has to bear down here. Squares to bunt. Down the first base line. Hines will go to first in time. So the runners move up on the sacrifice. 3 to 4 on the putout. 1 down here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. And that'll turn the lineup over. Jacob Goodnight to the plate.
Jacob Goodnight, number 16, Goodnight.
Goodnight is 1 for 3 today. Has a couple of ducks on the pond. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Barrett, the pitch, inside. Barrett has to work out of trouble now. An infield single and an error. Sacrifice. 2nd and 3rd. 1 down. Here's the pitch. In there for a called strike. It's an important pitch. That borderline call, the difference between 1-1 and 2-0, very huge with runners at 2nd and 3rd and less than 2 outs. Barrett has the count even at 1. Pitch. Ground ball to short. Nakic will play it. He'll go to first. The run will score. And RBI ground out for Goodnight cuts the lead to 2. Moving over to 3rd is Douglas.
Number 27, Davis.
2 down now for Davis. Davis comes to the plate. 0 for 1 officially, a hit by pitch and a sacrifice, a run scored and a stolen base. 2 down. On at 3rd is Douglas. And that pitch misses, ball 1. In the dirt, hit off the umpire. think it was off the umpire. Couldn't really tell. Try and look at my replay here, which just simply means that there's a time lapse between what's actually reaching you folks and when I'm saying it. 2 balls, no strikes to Davis. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Thanks. 3-0 to count to Davis. Don't be surprised if he has the green light here. That's high, a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs. That puts the Lakers into the heart of their order with Gaisbauer. Gaisbauer, 3 plate appearances, does not yet have an official at bat today, as he has 3 walks. And it looks like Carter's going to go out. We're not sure if he's pulling his young hurler or not. He's over 100 pitches, so could be that Pat Barrett has reached the end of his day. Carter hasn't taken the ball just yet. And we can't tell you if there's somebody warming because we do not have an angle of the Knights bullpen from where we're located. Carter's still having a conversation here. Home plate umpire starting his stroll toward the mound, and Barrett will stay in to face Gaisbauer. So Knights up by 2. Runners at the corners. Gaisbauer to the plate. Barrett steps off. Now he has what he wants. Here's the pitch. Curveball inside corner for a strike. Ahead in the count, 0-1. Remember, Davis at second picked up his 17th stolen base of the season earlier today. He is yet to be caught. He's 17 of 17 this season. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Leon has it. He'll go across the diamond, and Barrett gets out of the inning with just 1 run allowed. So 1 run on 1 hit. 2 runners left on base and 1 error. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Knights lead it 4-2. For the Knights, it's Leon, Prieto, and Hines to get things started here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Leon officially 0 for 2 today, a run scored. He did reach in the 4th inning on an error and score. Comes the pitch from Joyce. Inside, a ball. Joyce comes into the inning, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 of them earned on the day. And I'm just being told Rocco Marquez is warming up as we see Leon swing and miss through that one. One ball, 2 strikes now to Leon. Joyce goes into the windup, the pitch, and fouled off. Leon stays alive to see at least one more. Knights come into the game 22-19 overall. They went 15-11 in the conference this season. 1-2 pitch is way inside. Count even at 2. Knights are 7-3. 8-2 in their last 10 ball games coming into this one. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Leon. Ground ball up the middle. Hughes has it on the second hop, and he gets Leon at first for the first out. Prieto to the plate. RBI single for him back in the 4th. He was stranded at second base.
Now batting the designated hitter, Armando Prieto, number 36, Prieto.
Prieto, that was his 19th RBI of the season. Curveball stays high and in for ball 1. Prieto has only struck out 7 times in 92 at-bats this season. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. I think I may have jinxed him there. Count even at 1. Joyce working quickly. The pitch. Grounded foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the Knights' designated hitter. Prieto, you'll also see him play some first base, and he's also one of the Knights' starters, featuring a knuckleball. Throws 80% knuckleballs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. There's a shot to left center field, giving chase, and it will bounce 1 hop off the wall. Prieto hustling, looking for the double, and he's in there with a stand-up double with 1 down here in the 6th inning. Hannibal in left and Davis in center had him played pretty much straight up, and that ball just found the gap in the right spot. Prieto a 1-out double, and that'll bring up Cale Hines to the plate. Hines 1 for 2 today, a single and an RBI back in the 4th inning. Has another RBI chance here with Prieto at second base. Here's the pitch. He'll take a strike on the outside corner. No courtesy runners. Timeout called. And head coach Aaron Hollenbach. Oh, nope. He's just coming out to grab something on the field. Joyce will get back on the hill. We're ready to go here. Hines 0-1. Prieto at second base. On deck is Gonzalez. He would be next. Here's the pitch. Chopper up the middle. Coming hard is Goodnight. He plays it. Double clutch. The throw to first is not in time.
Now batting the second baseman, Luis Gonzalez.
Infield single for Hines. Prieto goes to third. That'll bring up Gonzalez. Here's the pitch. Squares the bunt, watches it outside for a ball. Gonzalez with the 9th and final hitter in the 4th inning. Here's the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Garrett. Outside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Gonzalez. Grounder up the middle, off of Joyce's glove. Hughes has it, tags Hines, and Gonzalez beats it out. So Gonzalez will get credit for the RBI, reaches first on the fielder's choice. Hines out 4 unassisted, going to second base.
Now at the plate,
and Prieto scores.
Nolan Watson.
So 2 down now.
Watson.
As we head to the top of the lineup. In Watson. That one outside for a ball. Talking to some folks today about Gonzalez's hamstring. And word is he believe that it's about 90%, so not too bad. Outside corner for a strike. And Joyce walking off the mound here. Gonzalez takes his lead from first. Count 1-1. Here's the pitch. In the dirt to Watson. 2 balls and a strike now. Joyce again with the set now, this time to the mid-section. High fly ball to right field. Under it is George, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. But the Knights add a run. 1 run on 1 base hit, 1 possible error, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the 7th. The Knights lead it 5-2.
Now at the plate,
Colby Johnson to lead things off for the Lakers, then Pinero, then Hannibal. here in the 7th inning as Barrett comes back out to start the 7th. That one fouled off. Leon looking, leaps up and cannot reach it as it falls into the Knights dugout. Strike one on the foul ball. Barrett, 1 earned on 3 hits through 6 innings. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 3 hit by pitch. There's a ground ball to second. Gonzalez plays the second hop into his chest. Throws over to first, 1 down. Brings up Pinero. Pinero 0 for 3 on the day.
Pinero, number 15, Pinero.
Begun to get cloudy and overcast again here at Frederick Community College. Curveball inside corner for a strike. Pinero turned away to look down to his third base and head coach Hollenbeck, and Hollenbeck just told him, hey, you knew that's been a strike all game. Get in the box. There's the 0-1, slap to right field, and it's going to fall in front of Laviosa for a 1-out single. Looks like Pinero composed himself rather quickly to pick up his first hit of the day.
Now coming to the plate, the left fielder, Elijah Hannibal. Number 2, Hannibal.
Tim Hannibal to the plate. And scoring update, the Hines base hit has been officially ruled another hit by pitch. I believe that's the second time for Hannibal today, as it is. So now first and second, 1 down. So the Hines reaching in the last half inning, that has been officially ruled an E3. We couldn't see from where we are. We have a crossbar going across the fence. The first baseman, Colby Johnson, actually dropped the throw, and that's what led to the error. So first and second, 1 down for Hughes. Here's the pitch, and he tags that high and foul into the parking lot. Didn't hear any moaning or groaning or sounds of fiberglass or sheet metal in the distance. So long fly, but it's foul. 0-1 to Hughes. Barrett. 113 pitches so far. Checks the runner at second. Comes set. Now the pitch. Ball. Snap throw to first and not in time. So now 0-2 to Hannibal. On deck is Douglas. He would be next. Barrett comes set. Now the pitch. In the dirt. Great block by Watson to keep it in front of him. Prevent the runners from advancing. 1-2. Barrett. The pitch. Curveball stays high. Count even at 2. It looks like Rocco Marquez back up and warming in the Knights bullpen with 1 out here in the 7th. Barrett comes set. Now the pitch. In low, ball 3. So we've seen this a handful of times today. Barrett getting ahead 0-2, only to watch the hitters battle back to get the count full. 3-2, would not be surprised to see the runners in motion here. Comes the pitch, there they go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second is in time, and for the second time in this game, the Knights get out of it with a strike 'em out, throw 'em out. Barrett gets the strikeout. Watson to Gonzalez for the throw out at second base, the caught stealing, and the Knights avert danger. We head to the home half of the 7th. It's 5-2 Knights.
20, Lashley.
Lashley to lead things off for the Knights. Takes a called strike. So it'll be Lashley, Laviosa, and Schaefer here in the 7th inning. Cloud starting to roll in again here at Frederick. Grounded foul, 0-2 to Lashley. Lashley, a strikeout in his last at bat, has also reached on an error, had a run scored. Lashley awaits the 0-2 delivery. And the pitch from Joyce, grounded foul. Coming into the inning, Joyce, 6 innings pitched, 5 earns, only 1 of them earned on 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. The walk was to Lashley back in the 4th inning. Here's the pitch, grounder up the middle. Hughes takes it on the hop, has time, throw to first, and he got Lashley, 1 down. That'll bring up Laviosa. Laviosa hit by pitch in the 5th inning and was retired 4-6 on a Schaefer grounder later in the inning. Curveball, and was it called on the pitch or the swing? A strike nonetheless. 0-1 to Laviosa. Here's the pitch, and that's too far outside. The count even at 1. Laviosa looking for his first hit of the game. Comes the pitch from Joyce. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. It's 1-2. That was the 101st pitch from Joyce. Both our starters over 100 pitches now. Be interesting to see if Barrett will come back out for the 8th. Here comes the pitch from Joyce. Outside, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Laviosa. Foul tip was held on to by Douglas. That'll be a strikeout. 2 down here in the 7th.
Now at the plate, the left fielder, Gage Schaefer, number 28, Schaefer.
Schaefer 1 for 3 officially with an RBI and a run scored today. Here's the pitch. Curveball. It's a pretty good pitch. I like that pitch to start the at-bat, the righty to the power-hitting lefty. Have him thinking for the rest of the at-bat. Let's see if Schaefer can adjust. Here's the 0-1. Inside, even at 1. On deck is Nakic. He would be next if Schaefer could reach. You know Nakic is eager to get back to the plate. He's got 2 of the Knights' 3 errors today. And that one's low, ball 2. So one good thing about this sport is you make a mistake in one area, unless you're the designated hitter, you can always redeem yourself in the other. Here's the 2-1 pitch to the power-hitting lefty, and he looks at it, ball 3. Schaefer's ready. Now Joyce as well. The pitch. And walks him. So 2-out walk to Schaefer will bring Nakic to the plate.
Now in the box, the shortstop, Lucas Nakic, number 5, Nakic.
Nakic had an RBI single in the Knights' 4-run 4th.
Thank you, Garrett.
As we said, he also has a couple of errors today. He would love to atone for that here in the 7th. Here's the pitch, and he looks at a called strike on the outside corner. Joyce is set, the pitch, and that one's on the outside corner for strike 2. Nakic quickly in the hole, 0-2. The sophomore from Falston, Maryland, attended Archbishop Curley for high school. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, sent into right field. Drifting back and making the catch is George to end the inning. No runs, no hits, one runner left on base, and no errors. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Knights 5, Lakers 2. Barrett out to start the 7th for the Knights, or 8th rather.
Now batting the catcher, Richard Douglas,
Cam Douglas
24, Douglas.
to the plate to lead things off for the Lakers. He reached in the 6th on an error to Nakic. Ultimately would be stranding at third. Curveball in there for a strike. The 119th pitch of the game for Barrett. There's a line drive to left field, a base hit. A leadoff single for Douglas. He reaches base for the 4th time in 4 plate appearances today. That single, the error that we talked about, a single in the 4th, and a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning.
Tanner George, number 6, George.
If George reaches, that could be the end of the road for Barrett. Sacrifice bunt his last time up for George. Here's the pitch, outside ball 1. Barrett checks the runner at first, comes set. Here's the pitch. Inside, misses, 2 balls, no strikes. Barrett would love a ground ball double play right here. In the dirt, and Watson able to pull it out. And this might be the end for Barrett. Is he not hitting the spots here, as Watson will head out to have a talk with the right-hander from Manahawkin, New Jersey. I don't think anyone knows Barrett better than Watson. As we said earlier in the broadcast, high school teammates. Can't imagine how many games they've performed in as the Battery. Barrett behind in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Runner on first base, and that one misses. It is ball 4. Down to second base, Douglas, and on with a 4-pitch walk is George. That'll bring up Jacob Goodnight, but I think that's going to be all for Barrett as we see head coach Mike Carter start to creep onto the field. And Barrett has really done a great job pitching today. You cannot say that he didn't put forth the effort. So good game pitch by Barrett. It'll be Rocco Marquez coming into the game. We'll step aside here as he warms up, and we'll have some numbers on him when we return.
The last one that came through looked like it was moving quick, and then it got right to the end of it, and it like freaking sat there.
Yeah, I drove through it, and all of a sudden people like didn't know how to drive anymore. And I was like,
It's Maryland.
are we gonna keep having him warm up like that?
Now pitching for the Essex Knights, number 16, Rocco Marquez.
Yeah. They're playing this. They stopped it the last time because it didn't.
All right, folks, so Marquez on Rocco, that is.
At the plate, the shortstop,
This will be his 13th appearance of the year.
number 16,
7.98 ERA, 4.6 strikeouts per 9 in 29 and 1/3 innings. He's given up 36 hits, and he has 15 strikeouts. So Marquez comes on. The two runners are the responsibility of Barrett. Pitches high for a ball. So this is good night, good night. An RBI ground out in the 6th inning, his last at bat. Ball to third. Leon will chase the runner all the way down. He says he tagged him. And that'll be 3 unassisted. Douglas tagged out. Or 5 unassisted, rather. First pitch ball. Second pitch. He's out. 5-3. Or 5 unassisted.
now
Everybody
batting
else
the center
moves up with
fielder,
fielder's
Winston
choice.
Davis, number 27, Davis.
Davis to the plate. Walked and was stranded at first base in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Good night at first. George at second. Marquez ahead in the count. 0-1 the pitch. Foul back, 0-2. Really seen Marquez come on late here in the season. I mean, we said he's got an ERA of 7.98. That's certainly not the case over his last few outings. Has Davis in the hole, 0-2. Comes set high. Strike 3 called. Great pitch in an even better location by Marquez, the second out of the inning.
Now at the plate,
Here's
the
Gaisbauer.
hitter, Garrett Gaisbauer.
Gaisbauer officially 0 for 1 on the day with 3 walks. Marquez checks the runner at second. Now the pitch. Popped up. It will get out of play. Rain starting to come down a little bit harder here. Looks like it's coming from right to left as we're looking on the field. And the wind blowing in a bit from the right side as well. Marquez, high set again. Now the pitch. And a balk was called. So the runners move up on the balk call.
A balk was called on the field.
So now runners at second and third. 2 outs. 0-1 the count to Gaisbauer. There's one up the middle. Giving chase is Lashley, still going back, has it lined up, and that'll end the inning. So we might end up taking a second rain delay in this game. No runs, 1 hit, 2 runners left on base, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Knights lead it 5-2. All right, folks, so after our second rain delay, we are back and ready to go. It's going to be Leon, Prieto, and Hines for the Knights here in the 8th inning. Here's the opening pitch, and he fouls it back. Out of play. We have now been through 2 rain delays on the day. Knights ahead 5-2. Top of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 8th inning, rather. That one is outside. New pitcher into the game for Garrett. We'll get you some information on him momentarily. Here's the 1-1. That's fouled away, 1-2. Cameron Garcia into the game. This is his 8th appearance of the season. 12 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 13 hits, 13 runs, 11 of them earned for an 8.11 ERA, 12.5 strikeouts per 9. Leon in the hole, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Garcia. In the dirt, 2-2. Leon looks down to third base coach, head coach Mike Carter. First base coach, assistant coach Matt Backert. Garcia comes set. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 3. I wish I had this statistic. Leon in his 2 years has had some long at-bats. If I had to guess, I'd say he averages right around 4.5 pitches seen per at-bat. It's really good with battling in an at-bat, seeing as many pitches as possible. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Leon, leading off the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss. That was a good pitch on the outside corner. Late movement, had to protect and just couldn't get a piece of it. 1 down.
Now at the bat,
Oh,
the designated hitter, Armando Pietro. 36.
so here's Prieto. Prieto a double his last time up and a run scored. An RBI single the time before that. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Garcia comes set high again. The pitch. Outside in the left-hander's batter's box for ball 1. I'd like to thank those of you that have stuck in with us here today. That one's high, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 2 balls and a strike. Prieto. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Garcia throttled back for a little bit extra there. Prieto steps out, adjusts the batting gloves. Now he gets back in. He's ready to go. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Prieto with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Fouled back. Right over our heads. Remains 2-2. On deck is Hines. He'll be next. Garcia, he sets. Now the pitch. High and away, ball 3. 3-2 now. Garcia has what he wants. And the payoff pitch to Prieto. Fouled away chopping down on ball 4. Does stay alive in the count. We'll do it again. Garcia shakes him off. Now he has what he wants. Payoff pitch for the second time. Here comes. Strike 3 called. And there are 2 down.
Now at the plate, the first baseman,
Hines to the plate. Reached on an error in the 6th. RBI single in the 4th. And a strikeout in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. For the Lakers coming up in the top of the 9th inning will be Johnson, Pinero, and Hannibal. Kale Hines hitting with 2 outs, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Coming up after this one, host and number 1 seeded Frederick Cougars will take on CCBC Catonsville. We will not have the broadcast for that one. If you're interested in the outcome, you can go to either one of their websites, go to the schedule for today, and keep an eye on the live stats. Umpire getting a new assortment of baseballs. Kale Hines, the count even at 1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Garcia sets. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Knights 5 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors. Lakers 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors. Start time today was 12 o'clock on the dot. We've had 2 rain delays. Garcia ready, 1-2. High, ball 2. Knights would love some insurance here. 4 of their 5 runs scored today with 2 outs. Two balls, 2 strikes. Garcia. The pitch. High, ball 3. So Hines works the full count. He's looking to keep the inning alive. On deck is Gonzalez. He would be next if Hines can reach. Garcia says yes. The payoff pitch swung on, popped up. Johnson calling for it. And the first baseman makes the catch. The side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors rather. Nobody left on base. We head to the 9th. The Knights lead it 5-2.
Batting the first baseman, Colby Johnson.
Johnson, Pinero, and Hannibal will face Rocco Marquez here in the top of the 9th inning. Marquez would pick up the 2-inning save if he's closed it out here. And there's strike one to get us started in the 9th. Pat Barrett, the starter, went 7 innings, gave up 1 earned on 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks. That one down first base side and falls foul for strike 2. Oh, 0-2 now. Marquez waiting for his fielders to get reset. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Johnson stays alive. Marquez, the high set. The pitch. High fly ball to right field. Laviosa gives chase. Looks like he's got it lined up. And he makes the catch. 1 down in the 9th. Pinero to the plate. He singled in his last at bat in the 7th inning.
Now at the plate, the third baseman, Juan Pinero. Number 15, Pinero.
Marquez is ready. Now the pitch. Strike 1. Curveball sails outside, ball 1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pinero. Marquez in search of his first collegiate save. Trying to do it in 2 innings. That ball in the dirt, ball 2. On deck is Hannibal. Marquez comes set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, just inside. Missed the corner. Courageous take there by Pinero. The count runs full now. Here's the pitch. Off the fist. Watson coming back on it and can't get there. The ball was hugging the fence. A good attempt by Watson. Really didn't have much of a chance there. Pinero lived to see another pitch. I'm watching the replay to see how this one looked on you guys. I still have to give my final grades to my interns. I'm going to see how good the camera angle was here. Marquez asking for another ball. All right, there's the fist. I'm watching the replay. That is an adequate job right there by Taylor Moore, our cameraman. Got over, able to see the play. Our folks at home watching. Here comes the payoff pitch for a second time. Popped up. Somebody's got to take charge. Gonzalez finally calls for it, and there are 2 down in the 9th. Hannibal to the plate. Last time up, hit by pitch and caught stealing. A strikeout, a ground out, and a hit by pitch, but cut down on the 5-4 put out. Marquez working quickly here in the 9th. The pitch. Strike 1 called. Borderline pitch, but After 2 rain delays, a total of probably about an hour and 20 minutes, that pitch is going to the pitcher. Marquez, second offering. High fly ball, left field line. It looks like it's fading foul. Schaefer giving chase. I'm guessing he did not make the catch. Again, that's in a spot where we can't see. In the Kiln building right next to the baseball field, either they've elected a new pope or they're finishing up some pottery in that thing. Puff of black smoke coming out of the chimney. No balls, 2 strikes. Marquez looking to pick up the 2-inning save. Shakes off the first sign from Watson. Now he has what he wants. Comes set. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. The 1-2. Fouled back. Hannibal just did get a piece of that one to stay alive. If Hannibal can reach, Jake Hughes is on deck. He would be next. Marquez. The pitch. Curveball grounded. Leon makes the pick. The throw to first in time, and the Knights win it 5-2. 5 runs on 6 hits, 3 errors. The Lakers 2 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, and the Knights take game 1 in their 2019 title defense. Look back on some of these final lines. Starting pitcher Pat Barrett, he gets the win. 7 innings, he gave up just 1 earned on 5 hits while striking out 5 and 5 walks. Marquez goes 2 innings, no hits, no runs, a strikeout, and he picks up the save, his first save of his collegiate career. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back here as the Knights play the winner of our second game. Bright and early, 10 a.m. is game time tomorrow morning, so we'll be on the air slightly before that. For my broadcast crew, I'm Rocco Jeppy saying so long, where again the Knights win it 5-2.